Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast for a brand new episode this week where it's finally happened. We have a new man, a new manager. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst is finally the Rangers manager. I'm so happy to finally say that. On this podcast, we're going to be giving our reaction to the news, what to look forward to, and then eventually give our preview for the Hibs game on Sunday, because it's weird as well that we've got a game on Sunday. It's just been a roller coaster, but we'll finally get the end of that. And there's exciting stuff on the horizon. So, as always, if you could like, subscribe, and share about, that'd be much appreciated. So, we'll go into it then. Van Bronckhorst announced. Just give me your thoughts when you seen that tweet go up.
Buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing. But it's one of the worst kept secrets in it. But like Spider-Man. So, no, it's just awesome, man. Finally, this is confirmed. Finally, it's a new era. It's a positive signing, as I said to you, Jack. Haji is going to get unlocked. We're going to unlock this guy. Ballon d'Or, here we go.
I know. I feel it's going to have a very strong impact on a lot of the players that were underperforming this season. Haji, although he has been good this season, hopefully going to be played in his more preferred position through the middle. Not needing to be shifted out wide all the time. I know he does like to play a 4-3-3, Van Bronckhorst. So we'll need to wait and see what he's going to do with his players. But I'm excited to see what he can do. I mean, we've got a lot of talent in the squad. We have underperformed a lot of this season. It's no secret. So hopefully the refresh is what everybody's needing. Because you see the whole vibe about the club again. Last week we were down in the dumps. Well, right, where are we going to go for here? The Van Bronckhorst news came and it got everybody excited straight away, and it's just progressed over the past week. And watching Ross Wilson's interview there, I thought he spoke very well. I'm not doing the impression.
Yeah.
Obviously, Giovanni was a top candidate. No, he was just the way he speaks. No, a lot of passion for the club, just a lot of passion for getting the right man in. Excited to be working with Van Bronckhorst as well. And what I liked that he said was he was constantly updating the players one by one, individually, phoning all the staff. I really liked that part of that interview. Something needless, as he said, took him 6 hours to do, but he felt like everybody needed to be involved, and I just think that's top work. And I'm just so happy we finally get a man over the line. Won't be in the dugout for Sunday, but I mean, it's just exciting again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just incredibly exciting, as you say. Fair play to Ross Wilson. And also when we came on here last time, we were felt with emotion, obviously, what had happened, but communication behind the doors is going on, and honestly, I'm so happy we've got a guy like that at the club, taking personal time where he probably didn't really need to do that. He could have sent it all in the group message, but he phoned every individual person and let them know, listen, this is what's going on. And a top guy, the only fortunate thing, as you said, Jack, won't be in the dugout. It'll be Jermaine Defoe kicking the ball about and probably on the tactics.
No. But then I knew as the sort of week went on, we're on Thursday now, the game is coming up. Like, I didn't feel that it would be fair to Van Bronckhorst or the staff that had been working with the players all week anyway to just chuck them in. It's good to obviously get the announcement out there, get all the fans excited for the game on Sunday, because obviously I will be going to the game, but I just felt that we needed that sort of boost with a manager being announced before that game to get everybody buzzing for it. And Hampden's going to be orange. Hampden is going to be just orange all round, and Van Bronckhorst will obviously be in attendance as well, and he'll get the welcome that he deserves, even if he isn't in the touchline. So,
and that Zambian top, aye.
Oh, the Zambia top, it's going on. Don't worry. Sakala will see just whether he's starting or not. You'll see everybody with Zambia tops on, orange. He's just going to be looking about like, what the hell has happened at this club? But it's going to be a great sight to see as well with that. And I just think that reiterates again, like, the fans have been on board with this appointment straight away, and for the fact that the club have went out there, I really want to know who else they did interview, by the way. I was trying to see if he would hint it in, but nothing came through. Hopefully maybe we'll find that out, who knows, but they backed the fans' choice for day one, and Van Bronckhorst again, he obviously had passion for the club and he wanted to take this role on. Felt it was the right time for him as well. So I'm so impressed with the way everybody's went about it.
And let's not forget as well, mate, this is a guy that's a winner. He's winner as a manager as he is as a player. So it's just good that we've got one of them in, and it's not a nobody. It's not somebody we've never heard before. I'm happy that we have got a winner in there. It is a man that's probably I was just listening to the coverage on Sky Sports with my Dutch boy there, and he was talking about how him and Dirk Count, or whatever his name is, that played with Liverpool, had fallen out because he didn't play him when he wanted to be played, and he didn't play him. He said he had better players, and he got through it. So it shows that he's not scared to stamp his authority. I'm hoping he does that with certain centre backs that play all the time, that probably shouldn't be playing all the time. But no, I'm really looking forward to this appointment. As I say, mate, I just hope, as I said, there might be changes in formation. It's good. It's just a fresh start for everyone. You never know. Somebody like Jack Simpson might impress. I know people now and then we may have a joke in that way, but I'm hoping somebody like Patterson gets a chance now. Yeah, you can't drop Tav, obviously, he's a captain, he's a skipper, but maybe we'll see him play in positions that we haven't seen him playing before. But just the fact that we potentially can have Yanis Hadji unlocked in the right position, doing the business, that's what excites me the most.
A guy like Juninho Bacuna as well, who just recently announced himself in the last game there, had a top performance, get his first goal for the club. Him, obviously coming through the Dutch league as well, and straight into the squad, new player, looking to, again, he's just sort of stamped his authority on the side. He can go even further now with the coaching of Van Bronckhorst, and I feel he's going to be really good with him in particular, and just the full squad in general. It's a total refresh. All these problems we talk about week on week, back at the start of this season about Stevie G's his subs being too late, it's no dropping goals since Tavernier playing. It doesn't even matter anymore. This is a new revolution, a new era, and hopefully we can see some of these things obviously put to bed. But I'm excited to see him hopefully in the dugout for the game on Thursday against Sparta Prague. And I mean, to start off as your first game as Rangers manager, and that, I mean, that's going to be a task, but I feel like it's just the right step for the club to get this guy in when they did, and just a total breath of fresh air. See, when I seen that news, I've seen Rangers fans tracking the flights over the past weekend there, and you've got tracking planes coming in, seeing who's coming off them, and all that. It just shows the total dedication that every single person associated with the club has towards something like a new manager. It was an exciting period because I don't think any has really sort of expected it. But when it happens and when you get the man you actually want, I mean, what a feeling.
What a feeling indeed, man. As you say, the dedication for the fan base, tracking flights, probably taxis, you name it, tracking everything to finally just get this man, see if he's got the job, and he's got the job. It's going to be an exciting time period. The person that I'm curious to find out what he thinks of this appointment is Alfredo. I want to know what Alfredo's thinking. I want to know what Ryan Kent's thinking. Do you know what I mean? These two.
It'd be the best thing possible is Alfredo Morelos under a new manager at the moment, because although we've spoke just there about Tavernier not being dropped goals and whatever, like Morelos, does he become himself again? Like the fiery striker we all know and love that will just do anything to score and win. Like,
and for me, a dream scenario would have been to see him and Gattuso going at it. I think that would have been a perfect partnership made in Hingham. Saying I would have wanted him for the job, but it would have just been interesting to see they two going at it. But no, I hope we do get the best Alfredo back. He's just been looking for a long time. He hasn't been enjoying his game really, has he? So I hope we get the best. A lot of the players back that haven't been really performing at the levels that we've had for them for last season and even beyond that. I just hope everyone steps a level up now. There's a new gaffer, so obviously they're going to want to impress on Sunday. It's always happens, doesn't it, when a new manager comes in the door, the players all instantly want to impress. My guy Joe Aribo will always impress. My guy, he does the business. This is what I'm on about. This is exciting now. I'm just looking so forward to finding out who he's going to pick, what the formations, things like that. And obviously the assistant I said here is coming in the door as well, that you said looks like Luis Suarez, but he doesn't.
Honestly, I see Suarez in him.
He looks nothing like Suarez.
Roy Mackay played with Bayern Munich. I'm just looking up his stats there as it got announced as well. 130 games and he scored 80 goals for Bayern Munich. So, I mean, it's a guy that knows how to put it in the back of the net. With him, with Jermaine Defoe as our coaches, surely our strikers have to be firing on all cylinders. The two of them surely will be able to coach them enough to be scoring goals every game. And another exciting one to join the backroom staff. Obviously had a really good playing career, played for Holland as well. And I just feel that Van Bronckhorst, he's brought a good set of coaches with him as well.
So how long, mate? I'm sorry to cut you off there, but how long until Castro announce the whole orange kit or whatever we're getting here?
It's coming in it. You know exactly. I was actually refreshing my emails there, and I was surprised it wasn't already in my inbox that they had announced a new orange range or something like that. But probably will be on the horizon. No doubt we'll release a 5th kit this year, and it'll be orange. But back to Van Bronckhorst. Obviously, he has had success in his managerial career already. At Feyenoord, he turned the tide on Ajax, and we have a very small budget as well. I was looking at that last night. I didn't spend much, to be honest, at Feyenoord, and that's especially by having Champions League football in between that as well. I think he was the manager when we played them in Europe. Could be wrong.
So, mate, I think he was.
Obviously, a couple of tough games there as well, 2 each over there. We beat them 1-0 at Ibrox, so we've seen a bit of what his teams, if he was the manager at that time, honestly can't remember. We've seen what he was like. But obviously had great success over at Feyenoord, and he made it very clear in his interviews and that he always wanted to manage the clubs that he had played for one day, and he's ticked off 2 of them now. So he's going in the right direction, but also going over to the City group and working with Melbourne City, New York City, Man City, working with Pep Guardiola. I mean, this is a guy to me who is dedicated to what he does and wanting to learn and keep on, obviously, gaining knowledge for the best in the world. Let's not get it twisted. Pep Guardiola is a great guy to learn off of. And again, just another exciting buzz to see what he can do. He's not been in management since late last year, but his Guangzhou sort of period never really took off. We're more looking at his Feyenoord days, and now that he's obviously been over there and he's been working on his coaching style, we're going to see Van Bronckhorst in a new way, I think, than we did at Feyenoord. And I'm buzzing. I'm over the moon that we're able to get it done. And it's just such a huge lift going into Sunday now.
Massive lift, and let's just go back to what you said there, Jack. The best Pep Guardiola. Who did Pep Guardiola learn off of? Marcelo, Johan Cruyff, the best. So this is what I'm on about. This guy's a winner. You're on about dedication. That's what winners are. They're dedicated to their craft. They're dedicated to their sport, and I'm just liking the backroom stuff. You're seeing the boys bringing in. Sounds like a winner as well. And he knows the expectations of the club as well. That's what I liked as well when Ross Wilson was talking about it as well. Although he said it wasn't a big factor. I'm just curious to find out who the other candidates were. If I could get a wee sneak peek of that. I know people leaking stuff all over the centre, leak that. I want to know who the
just
other
if I quickly butt in, Rangers were very good in keeping their cards very close to their chest with the whole situation. We only ever heard that Van Bronckhorst was interviewed, and they were very good at keeping that secretive.
It's something that maybe Sony could learn for Rangers there. But no, as I say, mate, it's a massive lift going into Sunday. Fans will always turn up. We'll turn up even more now, as you say, wearing orange Zambia tops, the retro kits, you name it. The players will definitely turn up, as I say all the time, with the new manager bounce. So it's going to be interesting to see. But for me, I'm delighted, as you say. I'm just excited to see certain players not having to play in positions you can tell they're uncomfortable to play in, and now they can actually potentially play in positions where they're actually suited and booted.
Because we're not going to see the same old shite anymore. Like we were. Obviously, 3.5 years a manager, you're going to know what's going to happen. It's going to become sort of stale, stagnant. And it just felt like we needed that refresh. And fair play to him, he done a great job in building the team and everything that's currently there. But I think these players can go up a level. I think Van Bronckhorst is a well more accomplished manager than Gerrard was when he came to the club, obviously. And he can take on these players to even further heights. I mean, if he comes in, obviously he's in the job, and if we end up in a final, and if we end up progressing in the Europa League, that is some fucking first week as a manager of the football club, and that could just kick him on straight away, into obviously good things for the club. But just I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon, mate.
No, listen, the thing I like as well as I was talking about with ex-Liverpool player, and players like Van Persie's managed as well, so his experience with Big Eagles, even just being in the dressing room as a player as well, so I'm excited to see that. I know sometimes maybe some players on the park look like they think they're maybe a bit big for the two boots, you know, but I'm excited to see just how he's going to go about his business. This is a season for me. I wish that Amazon did the documentary or something. Somebody did the documentary.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
It'd have been perfect just to see Ross Wilson, man, up all night, just being like, all right, is that you, Joe?
That's all I can picture right now is just him, like, just with 40 cans of Red Bull just sitting at his side all empty, and he's just trying to keep his eyes open, looking at his computer, trying to search for who's going to be the next manager, man. He looks to have put his whole heart into doing this fast for us, so I can't thank that guy enough. enough. He's done
Oh,
a top
absolutely.
job.
That's what I'm saying, mate. That's why I put my Twitter, Michael Bisbin. He don't miss. Ross Wilson does not miss, man. He did a fantastic job when he was at Southampton, and he's doing a fantastic job up here, as I say. I love that for him, just taking the time out to do that when he didn't probably have to do it. Obviously, we were desperate. We were so desperate to know what was going on. But listen, it seems like they've took the time. They've interviewed the right people, and they feel like they've got the right man. And it was a man that the fans wanted. It was a man that we all wanted. So I'm excited now, Jack. It's just about getting on, getting ready. New revolution, new era. I'm looking forward to it. The interesting thing is for me, I'm wondering if we're going to get any young, exciting players, and that's the thing that I'm on about as well. His experience working with young players, so I would like to see I'd like to see the boy for the B team and that come up eventually. Also, potentially happen maybe in the summer and what have you. But I'd like to see just some young talent creep in here as well, and maybe shock one or two people at their place.
Aye, because I think it's a market we inevitably will explore. As the Dutch market obviously knows over there pretty well. And he's a guy that's been around and knows a lot of different landscapes of football very well. Obviously for his time as a player, which I think is such an important factor as well. He played at the very, very highest level with some of the best players, captained his country to a final as well. Like, top player we're dealing with, and I can always remember that goal against Uruguay. Sticks in my head all the time. An absolute screamer of a goal. Some of the goals I've been seeing all week when he was in a Rangers shirt as well. So as you said, he knows what it takes to win. He knows what it takes to win at Rangers. And I think it's a very important factor for a manager to come in and know the expectations straight away of the club. And I think the board have just got this one nailed on. And I think every single fan is in agreement with that. We're just ready for the revolution to take over. It takes over on Sunday to a small degree. We'll be in the ground, but obviously Defoe and Colin Stewart and stuff like that, they'll take the team. And we'll go on to the game on Sunday now. Hibs, obviously, it's a massive game. It's the one I've been the most stressed out about probably forever, because I'm like, are we going to have a manager? Who's in charge? Was he leaving? Was he like? We now know where we stand. They will be taking the team. Obviously going to be a really tough game, but there's going to be 44,000 Rangers fans in Hampden, so it's going to feel more like a home game. There's going to be 6,000 Hibs fans just stuffed away in the corner because they gave their tickets back. But I'm looking forward to it. What do you think? Do you think Defoe and such will stay with the team that pretty much they know can do the job?
Absolutely not, mate. I expect Jermaine Defoe leading the line. You understand me? That's what's going to be happening. No, I know that's something everyone's been having a wee laugh and a joke about me. Potentially, I could see maybe, I don't know. Defoe to me seems like the kind of guy maybe likes a 4-4-2 or something. Just like the two strikers up front. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't know. I reckon it'll probably still be the same team. You're going to play the big players, obviously. It's a massive game. You think about the cups, we've underachieved in the cups, obviously, and we should be doing a lot more better in the cups. I'm not wanting to just go it's the cups, but obviously you want to win everything at this football club. So for me, I reckon the big players will start, mate.
I think it will be very unchanged through what we saw under Gerrard, to be honest. Like, obviously, the coaches worked under him. The players know their roles. And obviously, going into this game, I see the eyebrow going up there. Obviously, with this game on the horizon and all that, I think they have been planning all week to play a certain way, and I think it's probably the way Gerrard had them playing, to be honest with you. We go into the new era, obviously, next week, but I think it'll probably be McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun. I think Bassey starts, to be honest. I think that might be the biggest surprise to everybody, because a lot of people think Barisic is your guy for the top games, but we don't even need to think about that anymore. Like, it's weird. It's really weird that we don't need
to.
I think it'll probably be Davis, Aribo, Kamara in the midfield with Hadji, Morelos and Kent up front. I think that's a very good team to be able to get the job done. Kent obviously getting another start after impressing against Ross County and Brøndby over the past few weeks there. And it's just a game I cannot wait to go to. I can't wait to just be in the stadium, see us play again, because that international break was far too long.
Oh, it was far too long, mate. But just saying that there, I just thought GIO just get into the training room, into training, man, and just be like, with Gerrard's tactics, this is shite, put it in a bin, man, and fucking there we go, we're playing this way. But no, I reckon that's the sort of kind of team, as I say. I expect Ryan Kent to be looking to skin everyone, chip the ball over the head. He's looking to impress. I know he's impressed us with what he's saying with, but honestly, I say, man, it's going to happen. Players are going to play out their skin now because they've got a new manager and their place is up for grabs now. You can't just dilly-dally the way you do. I'm expecting Connor Golson to be putting in a proper shift now. You ain't got your friend ain't there no more. He's gone. I know you could potentially be going January.
Probably
You
a
need to
big.
step up now.
It's a big situation he's in now because he is probably the best defender available at the club at the moment.
Absolutely.
We're going to need to play him, of course, but we all know where his relationship was with Gerrard, and we know his contract situation in that. It's going to be vital for him now to show where the club is. Like, what does Rangers mean to him now? Because he's going to need to lead by example for the back and go on. And you never know, maybe the tide turns for Connor Goldson, maybe thinks this is the best place for me to play. He's a top centre half. He gets a lot of stick.
I don't know, man. I personally, mate, but I just personally think it might be something that the club aren't willing to give him the money that he wants. Maybe he wants more money after the season he had last season. Who knows what it is? For me, as a leader on the park, you're always hearing him. He's always vocal at the games, as you say. But as I say, it's a lack of concentration from time to time, and just, I don't know, man. As I say, it's a new era, Jack. We're not talking about old negative stuff, man. It's positivity. I'm going to start learning Dutch. Do you understand me, Jack? I'm going to start learning Dutch. I see this man in the streets. I'm going to start speaking Dutch to him.
Aye, absolutely. And Sunday, it's going to be vital.
Massive.
We need to get through, not only for Van Bronckhorst as well, as he watches on, but for all the fans that have been in attendance and stuck with the club, and the players will obviously need to put in a performance for them. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm confident going into it now that we've got this boost. I felt it would have been very low if we didn't have Van Bronckhorst in the door before it, but I'm excited to get going at Hampden. Hopefully we go over that hurdle that we couldn't get past in a few years, obviously. You only made one final, so hopefully taking on for that, we can move on and go into a final straight away. Because again, it would be some stepping stone for the first manager to come into. Aye. Is there anything else?
Massive, mate. Aye, sorry, but it's massive, mate. The fact that this guy's first game in charge is going to be a European game, which is a must-win game. You can't lose this game if you want to be in the competition by Christmas, obviously. But just with the cup final, I reckon, as I say, I reckon we'll be up for it now. But I do expect Hibs to be up for it as well. I think they'd be hoping that there was no manager confirmed yet going into the game. They'd be hoping, they'd be praying. Maybe thinking there's a chance for them there. But I'm telling you right now, I'm praying and I'm hoping the boys turn up, they deliver, and they see the Dutchman in the corner going, he's look all right, wait until I get bees on the Monday or what have you.
Exactly, because it's going to be big for the players. It's going to be a mental sort of breakdown for them to actually go and win at Hampden, because it's something that's always played on us, like since all these players have been at the club.
It's mental that the team that we've got now is really struggled, you could say, at Hampden, but a team that we had with the likes of, no disrespect to them, also they were fantastic players for us, but like Wes Fognum and Barry Mackay and all that did a wee bit better, man. That's just mental, you know what I mean? Like,
I know. It's just the way it's been over the past few years. We've always stumbled in the cups, and I really, really hope as STV News is outside Ibrox as we speak. I really hope we can get the job done on Sunday. I'm just really looking forward to the game now. And I think that'll probably be the team that starts. Roof is injured apparently as well. We've seen him on the treatment table playing with Nerf guns with Jermaine before the day. So I think he is injured and out yet. But we've got a strong enough squad, and we always have done to get the job done anyway.
Just before we go, Jack, I think we have to just acknowledge our boy Greggy Stewart. He sent me the picture of the day. Get himself
It's never a podcast without saying good luck to Greg Stewart over in India. Absolutely. But aye, that has been the podcast. A quite quick one tonight, just giving our thoughts on the manager. And then
see you later.
Obviously in the game on Sunday. So we'll go watch the news and see if hopefully there's an interview with the manager that come out soon. Fingers crossed for that one. But as always, if you do like the podcast, if you could like, subscribe, and share it about for us, that'd be very much appreciated. And we'll be back next week for another episode. Cheers.